Yo, boys, back with another video. Today, we are farming a rank 1 player. Now, he came in the lobby, and he went 2-4 because obviously he does negative damage. He misses every single kick, and we end up outplaying him to the max of efficiency. He ends up losing as a double caster versus a double melee when I have a ret paladin on my team, ladies and gentlemen. He was very upset that we absolutely, positively, completely, and utterly the outplay that was intense, and there's nothing he can do about it. There was a level of outplay that he couldn't comprehend. So we are going to be making a video about this, and that's pretty much it. So, of course, we have a Ret Pal on our team. Obviously, we're never going to face another HPal. I ended up DCing, so I DC'd, or my computer froze, when I was 2581, and then I went down to 2408, and now I've, in 3 solo shuffles, I've gained it all back, pretty much. I'm 2555, so I'm back up to where I was. Honestly, I'm just trying to get my legend now because obviously my MMR is bugged. This is going to go back to being how it was. But still, the fact that I gained 150 CR that quick again, it was absolutely insanity. We had a 5-1, we had a 3-3, and then we have another 3-3. And these games are insanely hard to win. Like some of these games are just unwinnable for us. We should not win some of these. And the one time that he talks smack, he ends up getting absolutely outplayed in every like if I got kicked one time, we lose the game. And this warlock was even resetting his pet. So there's a thing what you do is as a warlock, you can kick somebody and then revive your pet to get another kick. He was doing that. That's the most cringe stuff I've ever seen. So the Ret Paladin goes to Hodge me, and I end up lining it. So I run far away, so he's forced to chase me, which is what you want to do. Anytime somebody's trying to Hodge you, you want to run away from them. So he really never got a Hodge on me this entire round. I think he got like one off. So it's pretty insane. But again, there's this level outplay, and this enhancement didn't know what was going on. Oh, it was insane. I love farming people that think they're good. I instantly take them off their throne. They're so used to getting carried by multi-rank ones and they're used to playing with their multi-rank ones. They step in the ladder with the Xvic and get absolutely just farmed. There's nothing they can do. They can't land a single kick. Like, that's just what happens. You know, that's just that's just how it goes. I mean, that's all it is. That's all it takes, baby. We go in, we instantaneously take out everybody. Doesn't matter if you're rank 1, it does not matter. All that matters is, at the end of the day, we end up getting her done, and that's how we do it. So, that's pretty much that. So now we're running it up. Pretty much we're just healing. Now we're just letting him PvE. My warrior is kind of just hitting whatever he can hit. I don't even know what he's doing. But you know, whatever. As our comp, we should probably beat them. Affilux kind of beats everything in general. It's super broken, takes no skill, and pretty much can heal as much as a healer. Like, I'd say Affy is probably the best class in the game right now. Just overall, just way too overtuned and takes no skill. I mean, all you have to do is UI and fear. That's pretty much it. But thankfully, my guy actually had a brain cell and at least ported and clicked his cooldowns. So there's that. So here they try going me like huge. I end up going behind a pillar. And the fact is, losing to an H-Bow has to be very, like, the fact that I can win a game as an H-Bow, like, I don't think you understand how bad H-Bow is. I really don't. Like, when I was listening to Crusader, I always thought that it was, like, over dramatic until I started playing the class. It's actually insane. Holy, like, I couldn't, like, when I play a Wrestler Druid on another, you know, another, quote-unquote account that I own, I'm 26-30 with an insane win-loss ratio, and I pretty much win every game that's not an evoker. So I pretty much automatically destroy everybody that's not an evoker. If it's an evoker, then they have a higher chance of winning. But everyone else, I usually just destroy them. So here we get an insane Hodge off the fear, and we win the game. Then Ellie didn't know what hit him, and he got taken out. Beautiful. And this guy goes, oh, why don't you dispel? Bro, he was complaining that I wasn't dispelling versus an Affilog team. Imagine the amount of brain cells you have to lose to do this. Now, if my Ret Paladin wasn't training a Shaman half the game, we would have probably won the one that we lost. But, of course, that's just how that goes. Don't you just love it when people complain about you not dispelling when you're facing an Affilog? It's the most hilarious thing I've ever seen. You don't dispel. You know what happens if you dispel in solo shuffle? You end up dying. And I think this round, this guy, the healer, literally dies because he dispels. Like, the amount of, like, brain damage these people have is just delusional. I love how I love that they complain because they lose just because of their own stupidity. It's actually insane. Like, how about you just do damage? How about you just do something? Like, it's actually insane. So we end up doing damage on the Affy. I kind of figured the Affy was going to stomp us because, yeah, that's just how it goes, pretty much. So here we're on the Shaman here. I full Haj him, so we get a nice Haj. Full Haj here. We get instant Sank. That sucks, but that's just how that goes. So here I'm healing myself. So again, he revives his pet. So as you can see, my Omni CD says 2 seconds, and he probably could have kicked me. Omni CD is sometimes wrong. So 2 seconds before, I usually pretend he has it. So here I know he has kick, so here I'm trying to fake cast. When you don't have Divine Favor or whatever it's called, bro, it's so hard to fake cast because your cast is so slow. So here I'm trying to fake cast and he gets it. So honestly, I thought he was behind their pillar. So he was actually on top. He was in middle. I didn't even know that. So I thought, because I saw my warrior there, and I thought he was hitting. Like I honestly didn't even see him. Maybe it was because I was at the edge, but I didn't. I was like, bro, how did he kick me from that far? So here I instantly bop, and we get a nice bop there. Thankfully, it doesn't get purged by the shaman instantaneously. We get a full Haj on the, or a DR Haj on the ret. Probably not the best Haj, but you know, it still worked out. So here we're just doing damage. Look at the damage difference, by the way. A Ret Paladin is doing more than my entire team. That's always good to see when you're playing with a caster. And if every caster that's not a Frost Mage, like just a mage in general, should be doing top damage. Obviously, Ellie's not as good as it was. It got really, you know, a fat nerf. Unless you're playing with like a team and you're doing good setups, you're really gonna have a hard time. You're not gonna really out PvE a Warlock. So thankfully my guy actually starts pressing his buttons and he immediately starts doing top damage. Look how easy that was. He immediately just clicked his 1-button rotation and immediately just ascended to the top. So, you know, that's just how that is. I never said Ellie was hard. I just said it's not the best. I'd say it's like a little bit, it's probably A tier right now. It's definitely not S. So here we fake cast the Warlock because obviously I know he's going to instantaneously cast on me. You know, we could go the ret. We could literally hit anything at this point. We have 0 CC on the healer. We have fear and we have hex from our shaman, but you know they do that to me off CD. But when they're on my team, they don't click it one time. So we also have the stun from the warrior, which we should be doing. We should be stunning if we're having a hard time CCing, because we're not going to win this game in damn. We have to win this game by CC. So what we need to do is we need to be stunning the shaman. Oh, nice. We finally get a hex. So we get a hex, and look how much pressure we get. We almost kill the warlock right here. That's with 1 hex this entire game. So if my warrior just stuns the shaman, and then he just hexes off of it, and then he fears off of it, that's instant win. So here we get a full fear. Perfect. Beautiful. At this point, I'm trying to heal this guy. I'm doing everything possible to keep him alive, but unfortunately, yeah, he's dead. There's no healing this. He is dead. We needed to win the game a long time ago. So the game's pretty much over. I'm trying to heal him, but obviously I'm an H-Foul, so it doesn't do much healing. I try to fake cast because he has kick, and he dies. So that's just how that goes. I don't know why the warrior would just be out in middle when we're all low HP, but I guess he thought something was going to happen. So that's kind of how that goes. And the rat ended up doing, you know, more. At least my Ellie did somewhat of damage. So that's all I can really hope for. So here we should win this. So this is the one game that we should automatically win. Any double caster in solo shuffle versus a melee team, the casters are 99% going to win. That is how broken double caster is, especially when you're playing with an Affy log. So now he can't dispel the bleed. So he should get 100% uptime. Let's see what happens. And I think this is the one we want, barely. This was actually a harder match than I thought. So here we're supposed to go in a triangle formation. So the Warlock or the Ellie needs to go to the left, one goes to the right, and we PV him. So he marks this, so there we go. So we should be pushing in, one goes right, one goes left, and there. Just like so. Nice. So here he stuns, he's going to come Haj me on the Haj, my guy needs the port. So port, 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 port. Okay, no port, nice. So now he uses Dark Pack for no reason, it literally breaks in 2 seconds. And now I sack on top of it. So now they've gotten 2 major, actually not major, but they've gotten 2 good cooldowns that I have for just because my guy didn't want to port, which is, again, you should be porting before you wall. It literally saves you every cooldown. And then after your port, you can either gate or you can wall. That is your choices. You should always be porting before you wall. I'm telling you, I didn't learn that until I started playing high rated on my Warlock, on my Destro Warlock. So I can see somebody not understanding that. But you have to use your port before your wall. I'm telling you, it'll save you so many cooldowns. And if I'm not CC'd, you don't really need to click anything unless you have like sharpen on you or they're clicking cooldowns or something like that. Thankfully, Dark Pack is kind of like a you basically have unlimited Dark Packs, so you can kind of just use those all CD. But you know, I still think the port strat is the way to go. So here I'm healing this guy, healing this guy. We should be fearing something. Get precog and fear like a shaman or fear the ret. Fearing is really good for us. Thankfully, my Ellie is able to free cast, so we pretty much have a lot of damage. And you'll see here, look at the shaman's HP. So I'm pretty sure this is the game where he just dispels and dies. So here I break it. Unfortunately, he uses a static totem, so I can't kill it. Again, this is why going in for Hodges is bad. Because this is what happens. I get perma CC'd, and then my guy almost dies. So now we got wall just because I tried to push in. He dispels here, and he goes from 80 to 90% to 40%. And this is why you don't dispel. So anybody that tells you to dispel versus an Affilog, or a... versus Ellie is a little bit different. Versus Ellie, you can kind of dispel. Because it'll break their damage. But it's not like a prior... they're just going to put it right back on. Like, most likely, it's not even worth it unless you have the time to do it or you're not facing something that requires a dispel. So if you're not facing, like, a Ret Paladin, you're trying to dispel Hajj or something like that, then it's worth. But, like, that's pretty much it. So in this... so, again, this is the game where we should win 100%. They should have 0 chance. And it looks like he dispels again. We'll see. And the Ret was running... see, there's a dispel. So he dispels again. And this is a game where the Ret was running a dispel talent. I've never seen a Ret do this. This is embarrassing. So the shaman dies again. Nice. So the Ret Paladin's running a talent that basically dispels him and it kills him. And it's the most funny thing because he does it every time. So versus this game, all we have to do is PB. Now the thing is, I'm playing with a Ret, so this should be a loss for us. So yeah, we should lose. I'm playing with a Ret. Anytime you get a Ret Paladin and a H-Pal on a team, you're most likely not going to win. And that's pretty much that. And that's kind of just how that goes. But, yeah. So, we're going to run up in there. We're going to go the Ellie. We can also swap the rest of the Shaman. We don't want to sit on the rest of the Shaman. We want to hit whatever we can hit. That's all we got to do. So, here we're starting out doing some damage. Ellie goes me, which is kind of... I kind of figured that would happen. So, I dispel his bleed instantaneously on his burst. Because, obviously, that's what every Ellie does. They just go H-Pals. That H-Pal is the only healer that you can do that to and actually make it, like, worth something. So here, we instantly gate away from the warrior. We're going to try to rep. I fake cast him into the rep. Unfortunately, he uses grounding on top of the other grounding. So now I got to go through 2 groundings. And on top of that, my warlock has to go through 3 kicks and 2 groundings. So, like, this is just a cursed lobby for my warlock, like, this round. So, yeah, this is more like, this is like a 99% loss rate. We don't really stand a chance versus this. It's 2 shamans, and they both have purge, so my bops are useless. So here I land hands. It looks like he health stones on top of it, so it's probably a bad land hands. I didn't really know if he had it or not, or if he was even going to use it. So here I'm fake casting. For some reason, they don't even bother kicking, and that's what I mean. This is a rank 1 shaman. He doesn't even bother kicking me. That's crazy, huh? And he has the audacity. Oh, how about you dispel? Nobody. How about you go back to 2-4? He went 2-4, and he still gained rating. Isn't that crazy? If I went 2-4, I lost 60 rating. This guy goes 2-4, gains rating. He gains more than I gain on a 4-2. It's delusional. That's the power of MMR, though. That's what happens when you're given MMR and you're actually able to push. That's just crazy, ain't it? So here he's trying to kick me. He finally gets the kick on me. And my guy's still dying. By the way, this is a warrior alone. My Ellie hasn't even attacked him yet. He instantly purges my bop, so again, bop's on a cooldown. That's kind of just how that is. And now we're kind of in trouble. We are in a big troubio. And at this point, now I'm trying to heal this guy. He has port, so hopefully he clicks it, because if he doesn't, he probably clicks it right now. Port? You better port. You're going to die. I can't heal you. Port. He has to port after this, or he did. Yep, good. He ports and then goes right back out. That is the worst thing that you can do. The reason you're porting is to get away from the team, not go, like... So, like, yeah, now he's dead. I can't out-heal this damage. So here I can sack him, but it does nothing. And I bop him, gets instantly purged, instantly. Not even a global, and he dies. This is the difference between classes here, ladies and gentlemen. But, now we have the Ellie and the Ret Paladin. Again, this should be a lobby where I'm most likely not going to win. Now, this is where my Ret Paladin goes on the Shaman almost half the game. This is what we almost lost to. This is what we almost lost to. And this guy goes, oh, start dispelling versus an Avi Warlock. This is what happens when you're delusional. He actually thinks dispelling versus an Avi Lock is good. He's like, oh, well, start. Yep, I'm gonna start dispelling versus an Avi Lock and die just like that shaman did. Yep, that's smart. I'm already in H-Power. I already do no healing. So yeah, let me just kill myself while I'm at it. That's just beautiful. I'll do that. Thank you for the advice, Mr. Rank 1. I'm glad. I'm just delusional people. And you guys have to see this last round. The last round was the most beautiful karma I've ever seen. This guy really started to think he was good at the game, and he ended up, again, he got in the game with Xvic. The moment you get in the game with Xvic, there's a 90% chance you are probably going to have a hard time. I'm going to fake cast you. I'm going to absolutely farm at your existence. Here we fake cast the Warlock, and he resets its pet. So now he has kick again, and I don't realize that. So he's going to kick me right now. So yeah, what you can do is you can reset your pet. Nobody really does what he just did, but some do. Very few, might I add. Like, few. So as you can see, my Paladin's going on the... Like, this is the level of brain damage. Why are we going on a Shaman when there is a Amphilock in the vicinity? It doesn't make sense. It really doesn't. And the fact that I even can heal this long, like, look at the damage. It's just crazy. Like, this is why I don't say 2,500 isn't an achievement. This is nothing. I guarantee if you just try and you actually start learning your class and you learn it, you can get 2,500 with MMR. If you have MMR, you'll get it. And that's how a lot of these people are getting it. Because a lot of these people don't deserve it at all. They don't do... I literally fake cast every single cast they do. I do everything possible to win the game for the team. I deserve to be at this rating. I do what God tier plays. But these other people... Yeah, I don't know. It's questionable. The people that I'm facing or in playing with are just unbelievable. But that's pretty much that's just how it goes. So here I get a double Searing Glare, pretty insane. Double Searing Glares versus a caster melee is really good. I fake cast him again. So 2 fake casts back to back. Very beautiful. He could fear me. We get a good kick. Nice kick. Okay, so we have Sank and we have Ground. So he shouldn't be able to just spam cast anything right now. So if he tries to fear me, we should be fine. So here I'm healing him up. We should be going on the Shaman, or the Warlock. Why are we going on a Shaman? And this is what happens when you're playing with bad players. Now, we almost killed the Shaman. So after all of that time, this is the first time we got this guy low in the entire time. And we swapped to the Warlock for 2 seconds and almost kill him. This is the difference between good players and bad players. Imagine if we went Warlock at the very start of the game. We would have won the game by a mile. It wouldn't have been... I fake cast him again. 3 times back to back to back. Let's see if we can get another one going. Do we get another fake cast in the vicinity? And you think we would win the game. After all the things I've done this game, we'd lose this round, I'm pretty sure. Because we're on a Shaman. Just go Warlock 100% of the time. Like, it's not hard. I don't understand. How can you be so bad? Like, it's so... I hate healing this. He has Magic Bop. Does he use it? Nope. Why would we use it? He's probably on Forbearance, actually, because I might have bopped him. And he's like, Dispel! Dispel! Yep, I'm gonna Dispel versus an Field Warlock. How about you go the right target? Maybe go the right target, and you'll be fine. And the warrior says right here, you guys tunnel the healer the entire game, and this is the definition of bad players. This is it. Anybody that tells me different, if you think training a healer versus an Amphi Warlock is the right go, now if it was like this situation, this might be good. Then again, not even. This is a round that I shouldn't win. This should be a 0% win chance for us. I'm playing with a Ret Paladin and a Warrior versus a double caster Cleave. This should be a... If I didn't play like a god, there would have been no chance. So here I'm looking, I'm like, okay, this game's already over, so I literally wasn't even trying at the start. And then I was like, okay, I might as well try to... So I can just have this... So I can laugh in his face. That's it. I needed to get this. I had to get this. He talked smack first, so I deserved to get this. I deserved to get the revenge. I deserved it. And I don't even have marks on. And again, every time I smack talk, I forget to put my marks on. Thankfully, even without my marks on, I still win the game. This is the level of God tier. I don't even have half my healing on, and I'm winning. Fake cast him. You're not good, bud. You can't kill a god. Don't you ever back talk me, kid. This is what happens. This is a different level. I don't even have beacons on these guys, and we are going in every shape, possible shape and form. This guy's running a Dispel talent that's killing him. This is what I'm playing with. I fake cast again. This is 5 times back to back to back to back to back. This is what happens when you put a god in a living human lobby. This is just what it is. I bubble here to get the Searing Glare on the Warlock, so he can't do anything, Hodge, and then we're going to Searing Glare both of them. Oh my, beautiful. I don't even know if it hit the Shaman, but it hit the Warlock. That's all I care about. At this point, the game should be over for us. We're in trouble. Thankfully, it doesn't matter. I don't need marks. I don't need anything. All I need is the fake cast like a god. Fake cast both of them. Back to back to back to back. That is 7 times in a row that I have fake casted. And they can't comprehend the level of god here. This Warlock cannot hit me. The Ellie can't hit me. Nobody can hit me. This is just a outplay, a level of difference of our player. This is what happens when you are put a god in a human lobby. This is all I'm saying. I'm gonna keep saying that every time I fake cast, because this is what happens. You just can't kick me sometimes. Sometimes if I really don't want to get kicked, I don't get kicked. You know what I'm saying? Even though we should be dead. So here they're making sure they hold their K. They're scared of me fake casting. Oh my god. The Ellie kicks me after the cast. Easy. That's 8. Oh my. And I'm still dead. I got precog and I'm still dying. Isn't that just crazy? And let's see if I fake cast again. Let's see. Do I get it again? Are we going for another one? It looks like I'm going for the Hodge. He grounds the Hodge, unfortunately, as I go around. So I go around it, and he still gets hit. That's crazy. So let's see if I fake cast this. I'm looking for this. So I wall here. I'm going to heal. They still try to kill me. And, oh, do we get it? It looks like I don't try this time. Let's see if we get it again. Come on, come on. Here we go, here we go. Oh, and we get it again. 8 times, and we win the game. And he is mad. I laugh in his face. Oh, we laugh in his face. And he still gains 33 rating or something. That is crazy. I gain nothing. I gain 14. He gains 33. GG's.